Welcome to Johnny Likes, the show where I talk about movies that I like. Today I'm talking about the newest film from Academy Award-winning writer-director Bong Joon-Ho. It was based on a novel by Edward Ashton and it stars Robert Pattinson. Today, Johnny Likes Mickey 17.
You tell him, Johnny! You tell the world!
Pattinson plays Mickey Barnes, a guy who signs up to be an expendable on an interplanetary colonization job. Now, being an expendable means that any time that Mickey dies, and die he does, he's just brought back to life and a new body is reprinted and his memories are uploaded to the new hardware, so to speak. Since this is a very new film, and I don't want to spoil anything for any of you out of there, I'm going to leave the story summary at that. It's the gimmick, it's all you really need to know. So I like this film. That's why it's on Johnny Likes. In fact, I quite like this film. I found it to be charming, inventive, funny, creative, and a bit more captivating than I expected. The characters were well written, memorable, and appropriately likable or hateable, depending on who you're talking about. The bulk of the film rides on Pattinson's shoulders, as he is playing multiple lead roles. If he goes to Eddie Murphy, or Jim Carrey, or even to Jeremy Irons, then the whole thing could collapse. Luckily for everybody involved, Pattinson gave wonderful performances as the multiple versions of Mickey. When he was playing number 17, I thought that he was taking a lot of inspiration from the role of Jason on The Good Place, who, if you don't know, was a dim-witted but well-meaning Florida man. That's at least like the general idea. It wasn't like a one-to-one situation, but that's what I thought when I was watching. It was a really good performance, whatever the inspiration was. It was effortless and natural, and so much so that I just immediately forgot that this was the same actor playing both parts. Just did such a good job. And it's up there with Tatiana Maslany in Orphan Black, in terms of an actor playing multiple parts in the same movie. Which is high praise, by the way, in case I wasn't being clear or you took it some other way. I want to talk about Pattinson for a second.
Unholy acting talent!
I first took notice of him in Cosmopolis, and I've kind of rooted for the guy ever since. He had that spark about him that made me think that this is somebody to watch. And I think that he's really come into his own after quietly nailing roles for the last 10 plus years. I think that people are finally starting to take notice, and he's getting the recognition that he kind of deserves. It's just nice to see someone that you like succeed, is all I'm saying, I guess. Okay, back to the acting in the movie. Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette play a super shitty politician and his equally horrible wife. And it seems like they're having a ball with it. It's a lot of fun to see them just be despicable human beings. It's a great look to the film, cinematography, color palette, camera work, all that sort of stuff. And the effects were, for the most part, pretty darn seamless, which you'd kind of expect in 2025. We have the technology, we know we can do it. You see videos on YouTube that often upstage Hollywood films, so you know it's possible. But I digress. It also had some solid laughs. Some were visual gags, some were lowbrow, some were character-driven. The story itself was also respectable. I didn't find it to be crazy original, but I found it nonetheless quite engaging. I also want to say that, despite what you might assume from my channel, I don't always rewatch stuff, and this is one that I could see myself rewatching probably several times over the next few years. Maybe not like once a month or every week or anything like that, but once, twice a year for the next few years until I get too familiar with it. It's got this certain likability about it, or tone, or atmosphere, or spirit, whatever you want to call it, that I can see myself just randomly putting this movie on when I can't figure out what else to watch. I don't know if that's of note to you or not, but I thought I'd throw it out there. So that's all I'm saying about it for now, apart from I think it's worth checking out. And I'm going to rate it at a 4 out of 5. Those are my kind of abridged, spoiler-free thoughts on... the fuck are we talking about? On Mickey 17. You know the spiel, right? Like, subscribe. It's quick, free, relatively painless. Helps me out. Thanks for watching me talk about movies for a little bit. And you can tune in next time to see what else Johnny likes.